So depression can be like an uninvited text from your ex-girlfriend from 15 years ago who says, hey, what's going on? You showed up on Facebook, just wanted to say hi. True story. Let's talk about it. So today we're going to talk about 5 different ways to how to deal to depression. I don't know what that meant. Let's start that again. So today we're going to talk about 5 different ways on how to deal with depression. I don't know why I said how to deal with depression. And I promise I'm going to make it funny because I don't want to lecture like we're at some type of university and you're sitting for 5 hours just listening to me on the neurocognitive impact and the chemical imbalance of the psychiatric treatment of depression. No one wants to hear that shit. So I'm not going to make it boring. I promise. If I'm a little bit belligerent, is that I had a lot of sun this weekend and a lot of snacks. So my brain is a little off. So number 1 is movement. I'm a strong advocate for movement. It's saved my life. It's helped me deal with my developmental and complex trauma and my depression over the years. It's moving your body. And I'm not talking about David Goggins-like activity where you're running 226 miles in the freaking Arizona desert. If you want to do that, that's on you. I'm not doing it. I have bad ankles and fake hip. I'm not doing that. What I'm talking about is small, deliberate movements, right? So when you feel depressed, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to get up and go to the refrigerator to get yourself a snack, to get yourself food. You don't want to make your bed. You don't want to brush your teeth. You don't want to wash your booty. It's just not good when you're in the throes of depression. I'm talking about just small movements like, you know what? Let me get up and just clean the mirror today in the bathroom. Let me walk to the kitchen and make something small to eat instead of calling Uber Eats, because me and that dude, like, we shouldn't be playing Call of Duty at night now. That's how close we are. Small, deliberate movements like that over time, it's going to tell your nervous system, hey, we can come back to balance, right? It's going to work your brain in different ways that when you're in the throes of depression, you don't have that availability. And if you're not quite ready to go up about and clean your house, just maybe play a little bit of music, rock back and forth, sway a little bit, move your arms, move your body, move your hip, bob your head back and forth. Just that little movement will start to recalibrate all the neurological things that are happening within your brain when you're experiencing a depressive episode. Number 2 is set micro goals. Depression is going to exaggerate and say, go clean your whole goddamn house. I know you can't do it because you don't have the energy for that. You've been so traumatized in your life that when you start to clean your house, all this unresolved trauma is going to come to the forefront and blah, 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 blah. That's depression. It's going to make you want to take on these big mountains, but because you don't have the energy, you're not going to be able to do it. So the goal is to just start small, right? Let me just put my damn sock in the laundry basket today. Let me take the laundry basket and actually bring it to the washing machine. Let me take it and put it in the washing machine. Let me do some clothes today. Okay, cool. We did clothes today. Tomorrow, let's get up, clean some clothes, and maybe brush our teeth. Just real small, natural, tangible goals, as opposed to saying, you know what? Today I'm going to go outside and I'm going to run 90 miles and I'm going to climb that freaking hill that's like a 90-degree grade elevation for 15 minutes straight. Because good luck with that. If you're not in shape to do that and you're not in the mood, literally, to do that, you're not going to succeed at it. So start small, and those little things over time, again, add up. It reconstitutes your brain to go, we can do this. We did it yesterday. Let's do it again today. And if you do fail, you can be gentle with yourself because you're not taking on this monumental mountain of a task, real small micro goals. Number 3 is nervous system nourishment. Nervous system nourishment sounds like some type of candy bar that you eat that they put like some omega-3 fatty acids in it, and then they call it like super brain food, and they charge like $90 for 1 bar. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just small things like, you know what? I feel a little down. I feel that depression coming on. Go to the faucet, take a little cold water, splash it on your face, because that's going to tell your nervous system, oh, something different happened. We have to respond to that. And so it's going to take you out of that depressive funk that we can sometimes get in that cycle of that repetitive compulsion and go, oh shit, let's release some adrenaline and some endorphins and let's counteract all that other stuff that's making us feel depressed. My personal favorite though is a cold shower. I absolutely hate cold showers. And you might say, Joe, then why the hell are you taking cold showers if you hate cold showers? Because it's challenging me. It's challenging to say, damn, I really don't feel like taking a cold shower today, but I know the amount of dopamine, endorphins, epinephrine, adrenaline that blasts through your brain to kick the shit out of all those depressive chemicals is going to go through the roof. And it's shown that cold showers over time help alleviate depression. I'm not making this up. Look up Wim Hof and the research that's been done with cold therapy. I wish it wasn't true because, again, I hate taking cold showers, but it's true. And on the flip side of that is hot therapy. If you have access to a hot shower, or I like a steam sauna, I have a little portable steam sauna in my garage. I go in there a couple of times a week. week for 20, 25 minutes, drink a ton of water. And then when I get out, I'm just like calm, relaxed. All my problems are gone. All my triggers are gone. Everything that I was thinking about before I went into that little sauna is just gone. I'm just relaxed and I have all these beautiful chemicals running through my brain, making me feel balanced. And if cold therapy or hot therapy sound too extreme, just watching cat videos or Ashmere videos, I think that's how they say it, ASMR videos of just people cutting soap, relaxing music will just really help balance you. My mother-in-law, she likes to watch she's Chinese, and so she likes to watch these Chinese cooking videos of these people who are in this like super fancy village in China somewhere. They don't speak anything, they just play music, and sometimes you hear the atmospheric like sounds from the video, but all they're doing is cooking food, going into their beautiful ass gardens, picking like plants and herbs and all this stuff. And that's super calming. To me, it's super calming. She's watching it to learn how to cook different dishes because she's an extraordinary cook, but it's just a calming thing to watch. The little things like that are like little life hacks to help you with your depression. So number 4 is connection without too much pressure. When you're in the throes of depression, isolation fuels your depression. So you're not gonna have a ton of strength to wanna connect and go out to like a big social event. Just start small. Text a good friend, hey, what's going on? I'm just kind of struggling right now. You got time to talk? You wanna come over and get some coffee or get some tea, whatever it is that you like that's positive, just reach out to someone and say, hey, just struggling right now, you got time to talk. But make sure that person is positive, understands you, and is there to set a nice, calm, open environment for you to feel safe. And if that seems like a little too much, my personal favorite is I like to go on YouTube and just watch comedy videos. I love to laugh. I love me some inappropriate humor for some crazy ass stand-up comedians that I love, and just watch that. That laughter itself is going to trigger your brain to go, hey, we're not depressed as much as we think. Let's laugh. And that laugh is going to manifest itself as a neuroscience transformation. And lastly, number 5 is self-talk rehab. No, not like Amy Winehouse. They try to make me go to rehab, but I said, no. She was a great singer, but she was a different case. Anyhow, so when you're on the throes of that negative self-talk, that repetition compulsion, you're going to tell yourself all kind of lies. Dumb, I'm stupid, I'm lazy, I should have still with my ex from 15 years ago when she texted me back from Facebook after she played me 100 times. Don't do it. Talk back to your depression. I'm not lazy. I'm good. I'm connected. I do have friends. I'm just a little tired right now and I gotta watch comedy videos before I can actually text a friend. When you learn how to talk back to your depression, you learn how to reactivate the different parts of your brain that go to sleep when you're in the throes of depression. So it's like my young 10-year-old says, when depression starts to try to get to you, you gotta juke and give them ankles. Basically, it means like you broke them and juked them and they couldn't touch you. And that's how you gotta talk back to depression, because if you ever been in a real depressive episode, you know all these negative thoughts just go through your mind. And if you don't talk back to it, most of the time depression wins and you just linger on for many more days and weeks. When you make it a habit of talking back and zigzagging and crossing over the depression, you eventually start to realize when depression is coming on and you start to do other things beside ruminating, isolating, and withdrawing. Anyhow, guys, a little goes a long way. Start small, progress, and over time build healthy habits that are going to help you combat and heal your depression and manage your depression, more importantly, over time. If you like this video, leave that like, leave that subscription, and like always, I will catch you next time.